Welcome back. I'm joined today by three experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. My first guest holds the title of World's Strongest Man Not on Steroids. Please welcome Daz Presley.
It's great to be here. Everything you see before you is all natural.
Well, no steroids.
No cheating. There's no shortcuts
to getting that body.
to this.
Woof. My next guest is perhaps the greatest shipbuilder of all time and a man who has spoken directly with God. Please welcome Noah.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, sorry I smell like every animal.
That's all right, not a problem. And my last guest was just sentenced to 35 years in military prison for leaking classified documents and has just announced that he's a woman inside and wants to be called Chelsea. Please welcome Bradley, or I guess Chelsea Manning.
Yeah, Chelsea. Thanks a lot for having me, Brian.
You're a Chelsea Manning.
Yeah, I'm a woman now. Chelsea Manning.
Have you always felt like a woman, or is this?
Oh, yeah, always.
You just got sentenced to 35 years.
Well, it really dawned on me right after the sentencing, but I knew it was always inside prior to that.
This isn't some shallow attempt to get yourself put into a women's prison, is it?
I resent being called shallow just because I'm a woman, Brian.
Okay.
I have rights.
You're a woman. All right. I mean, you're doing hormone treatment? You're doing...
I'm just beginning. I don't know if you can notice, but I'm just starting to bud.
Okay. Let's talk about Bradley Manning. You were the first question, so it's weird that you're here.
The former Bradley.
Now, Mr. Manning, Ms. Manning, Chelsea Manning,
yes,
has sent a letter to the president requesting a presidential pardon. So my first question, Daz, to you is, what hopeless pipe dream do you have?
Well, a lot of people have called this a hopeless pipe dream. It's not a hopeless pipe dream to me, but I want to be the first non-juicer to do 35 sit-ups.
Wow.
And
that's a lot?
It'd be a first.
In the non-juicing world.
And the problem is people die in the 30s.
No kidding.
My predecessor, the man who I unseated, I didn't unseat him. He died. He had a heart attack, and he did 32 sit-ups, and he passed away. Strength, like I'm incredibly strong.
Sure.
I don't look like, Hulk Hogan because I don't juice.
You don't. Exactly. Okay.
But I can lift this table.
Interesting. Noah, what is a terribly hopeless pipe dream that you have?
Well, I tell you, Brian, sitting here, if all the creatures had been made like Chelsea here, my job would have been a hell of a lot easier.
Pack all the sexes into one, is that what you're saying?
Cut my work time in half.
Right,
They were all
pairs.
just one package. I had to run around and find a man and a woman.
Right.
If they're in one, discrete unit.
Hermaphrodite.
I could have had like about half the time.
2 for 1.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing, Brian, is that I wish his voice was a little less annoying, I guess. That'd be nice.
He has an annoying voice?
Well, he likes to sneak up on me and be like, hey, Noah.
So he scares you?
Yeah, he scares the hell out of me because he'll just wait till I'm like trying to pee or something like that, and then suddenly God's in my ear being like, hey, Noah, what's up?
Right then? That's so inopportune.
Well, yeah, he's God. I guess that's why he made us.
Chelsea, Bradley, Chelsea.
Hey,
Chelsea.
Let me tell you. Chelsea for now.
Chelsea for now.
I'll tell you, the only hopeless pipe is right between my legs, Brian. But the truth is, I have a dream. And that dream is to become a woman. And
this is not a new dream. This is a dream you've had your lifetime, or?
Oh, my whole life. When I was a little boy, girl, which is what I thought inside.
Sure.
I always used to like to dress up my Matchbox cars in little dresses. And when we'd play war, I always was the field medic.
Okay.
So I think those things are pretty feminine, right? And of course, also when we'd play war, I would scribble tiny documents and then leak them to the other kids. And they'd be like, "What are you doing? I don't get it." And listen. Would I like to be in the women's prison? I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I think we'd all agree. No?
Yeah.
Women's prison?
I'd like to be in a women's prison. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. This lady's going to a woman's prison. You understand me? I am not doing 35 years sitting in some men's shower reaching for the soap with my feet. This lady is going to a woman's prison where she's going to hang out with some other delicate ladies, and we're going to talk about knitting and how to make a casserole.
Okay, we'll be right back. So, how big is this ship of yours?
Oh, 1,000 cubits, give or take.
Okay, quick question. This week we've had some horrible crimes committed because of boredom. We had a guy who killed the cats because he was bored, some kids who killed a guy because they were bored. Daz, what do you do when you're bored?
Interestingly, my wife left me for a football player. So I go to their new home and I like stare in their windows.
Well, that's sad.
It's good. I mean, it's nice in the spring. You know, summer now, so it's nice. In the evenings, it gets cool. So it's actually not that bad. And he has a big spread, like a big McMansion. So I get my exercise. My pedometer's going crazy. So.
Well, good for you. Noah, what do you do when you're bored?
Well, I like to go find geologists and argue with them about how old the Earth is.
Okay. Because I guess they.
Well, yeah, they have this whole cockamamie thing about the Ice Age.
Right.
You know, this is why rocks are this way because huge glaciers moved around.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, explain me then.
Right.
Why am I here?
Do they freak out?
I was there. You know, all this stuff happened because there was
How do
one
they-
big flood about 3,000 years ago.
And how do they treat you when you say that?
They're upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're upset. They try to show me charts and stuff, and I just spit on those.
Spit on the charts.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
well, what do you do when you're bored?
Well, old Bradley used to, flip his gender. So back in the day, I just flipped gender, and sometimes I'd come up with new gender combos, like toppy bottomy, which is where you got one part on the top, one part on the bottom, like lady and man parts.
Okay.
Then I tried to invent this other gender called a glim, which is
glim.
just an extra hole I was boring in my stomach, but didn't really pan out.
No kidding.
And, but what does Chelsea do?
Yeah.
What any lady does. Paints her nails, chats it up with their lady friends at the old, hairdo salon.
Or prison.
Or prison, if you want to call it that. I'm still not convinced I'm going there, Brian.
Okay.
I think I'm a new woman, and a new woman deserves second chances. I mean, didn't anyone ever see any Lifetime TV movie ever made? I haven't. And
Yeah.
women watch Lifetime, and
Okay.
you get second chances.
Right. Well, now that you're a woman, you can watch Lifetime. I guess that's one of the many benefits of womanhood.
That's right. By the way, big boy, you can float my boat anytime.
That's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. I'm Brian Sack, your special friend. Join us next week for a brand new episode. In the meantime, like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, and tell your friends to see our clips at carlosdanger.com. Good night, America. Are you hitting on Noah?
He said he'd build a special boat for me.
I can build something smaller, like a two-person thing.
How
But
many
it should be a
cubits?
convertible boat, so you can go on land too.
Oh, all right, like a duck boat.
I want it to be able to flip.